let's understand how we can add more than one links to an image. So in our folder, we have index.html, then a picture which is pages.png. The title of our index.html is homepage. I'm gonna create two more pages. One will be content.html. I'm gonna create a basic structure with a VS Code shortcut. So exclamation sign, then hit enter. We have a basic HTML file. The title would be content page. And in the body, I'm gonna write this is content page. Save the file. And I will create another file which will be profile page. So profile.html. Save the file, write exclamation sign, hit enter. We have basic HTML file. The title would be profile page. Inside body, I'm gonna write this is profile page. Save the file. I'm gonna go back to our index.html file, and here let me write the image tag. So image tag, and here I'm gonna give the path of my image, which is pages.png. Let me delete the alternative attribute for this moment. Save the file. You can see we have our picture. Let me maximize the browser. So this is our picture. I'm gonna minimize this. So if we want to turn this into a hyperlink, we can write the anchor tag. So before the image tag, I'm gonna write the anchor tag, and after this image tag, I'm gonna write the closing anchor tag. And in the href attribute, I'm gonna write ./content.html. I save the file. You will see that the whole image is a hyperlink. So no matter where I hover the mouse, it turns into a hand cursor. So let me maximize the browser, and if I click on this image, it takes me to the content page. Let me go back. If I click on this content page, it navigates to the content page. Let me go back. If I click on this profile page circle, this also take me to the content page. So I don't want this behavior. I want if someone clicks on this rectangle, he should be navigated to the content page. And if someone clicks on this circle, he should be navigated to the profile page. So how we will do that? For that, we can create hotspot areas in our image. So for that, we don't use the anchor tag, but we have another tag which is map tag. So before the image, I'm gonna write the map tag. It is a paired tag, so it has opening and closing tag. It accepts an attribute which is name, and here we give a name to this map. So the name would be picture map. You can give any name here, that doesn't matter. And inside this opening and closing map, we will create hotspot areas for our image. So to create hotspot areas, we have to use the area tag in HTML. So I'm gonna write the area tag, which is an unpaired tag, and it accepts multiple attributes. So the first one is the shape. So the first shape of our image is a rectangle. So here I'm gonna write rect. And in the second attribute, which is coords, we gave coordinates of that rectangle. So here we give a value of left coordinate, then top coordinate, then right coordinate, then bottom coordinate. You can think in another way, like you should give a value for x axis, then y axis, then x plus width, then y plus height. You can give these 4 coordinates to this coords attribute. I'm gonna come to this attribute later. Let me tell you about the other 2 attributes. So the href, here we give a path of a web page where our user should be navigated if someone clicks on this rectangle. So if some user clicks on this rectangle, he should be navigated to the content page. So I'm gonna give the path of our content.html page. And if the picture is not available, we can give the alternative text, which will be rect image. So we understood shape, href attribute and alt attribute. Now it's time to understand the coords attribute. So in the coords attribute, we give coordinate of this rectangle. So we have to find the coordinate of this rectangle. For that, we need to take help of some softwares. So if you have Photoshop, you can do that, but there is an easy way. You can open another tab in Google Chrome and write photop.com, and here create a new project, click create, and then go to this file menu and open. You can see we are in the first folder. Here I will upload my image, which is pages.png. You can see we have our image. We have rulers in the top and our left side. If you don't see them, go to the view option and make sure you check this rulers text. So now let's find out the coordinates of our rectangle. So first I'm gonna find the x coordinate. So it would be, you can see 0 pixel. So you can see the value of x coordinate is a 0. So I'm gonna write here in place of x, I'm gonna give 0. Then I'm gonna go to the browser again. Then we have to give the y value. So the value of y will be, you can see it is 500 pixel or 501 pixel. Let's write 500. That should be okay. Right here 500 and go to Photopea again. Now let's add the value, which will be x plus width. So I'm gonna draw this ruler and you can see it is nearly 288 pixel, or we can just write 290 pixel, but for this moment just write 288 pixel. Then we have to write the y plus height coordinate. So that will be 215 pixel. So instead of this text, I'm gonna write 215. I save the file and go to our file, which is home page. And now check this out. Whenever I hover on the image, you can see this is a normal cursor. But whenever I hover on the rectangle, nothing happens. So what's happening? Let's find out. Minimize the browser. So to use this map and this area as a hotspot area, we have to give an attribute to this image tag. The attribute is use map, and here we give a value with a hash sign. We write the hash symbol, then this name of the map. So the name of our map is picture map. I'm gonna copy this. These two should match. So if this text and this text will not match, then this is not gonna work. So I'm gonna save the file. Let me maximize the browser. You can see if I hover on the image, nothing happens. But whenever I hover on the rectangle, you can see the cursor turns into a hand cursor. When I hover on the other part of the picture, it stays the normal cursor. But when I hover on the rectangle, it turns into a hand cursor. This means this area, this rectangle, is now a hyperlink or hyper area. This is now a hotspot. If we click on this part, we are navigated to the content page. And if we click outside of the rectangle, nothing happens. But if we click on this rectangle, this takes us to the content page. So it is a hotspot area. We can add another hotspot area. For that, inside the opening and closing map tag, we write another area tag. So area, this time the shape would be circle and the href would be profile.html and the alternative text would be circle image. And here in the chords, it is different from the React shape. So for circle, we have to give coordinate of center x, then center y, then the radius of our circle. So let's find the center x, center y, and the radius with the help of Photopea. I'm gonna maximize the browser, go to Photopea. So let's find the center x by drawing a ruler. So this would be 1140. Go to VS Code and instead of center x, right here 1140. Go to Photopea. Let's find the center y. so that would be 340. So instead of center Y, I'm gonna write here 340. Now let's find out the radius. So from this common point to this end of the image, this would be the radius. So I'm gonna draw another ruler. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna draw another ruler which shows 1280. So if we minus 1140 from this 1280, the radius would be 140. So the radius would be 140. So here I will write 140. If I save the file and go to our output, you will see if I hover on the image, it is a normal cursor. But whenever I hover on the circle, it turns into hand cursor. This means it is a hotspot area or a hyperlink. So we have two hotspot area or hyperlink in one image. So if I click on this circle, it takes me to the profile page. So congrats, we have learned how to add two links or hotspot area in a single image. So finally, if I hover on the other part of the image, it is normal picture. If I click on those parts, nothing happens. But if I hover on the rectangle, it is a hyperlink or hotspot area. If I click here, it takes me to the content page. Let me go back. And if I click on the profile page, it takes me to the profile page. How cool is that? So that's all for now. As always, see you in the next one.